exams, helping your child make the passing choice to holistic education. A school that believes in helping struggling students get up to speed, providing for the mind, body, and soul. Enroll in any of the grades from baby class to grade 12 and enjoy flexible payment plans with up to 5% discount for payments made during school holidays. For information, call 0979 404809. Gospel Outreach Christian Academy. Excellence through Christian education. Scan the QR code to apply.
Your future can't wait. Why delay your dreams when you can fast track your success at Crystal University? March 10, 2025. Mark your calendar. Enroll in the following faculties: Faculty of Nursing, Faculty of Health Sciences, Faculty of Humanities, Business and Education, Department of Postgraduate Studies. For a limited time, get a 20% off discount on your first semester, making education more affordable. Plus, we offer a very flexible payment plan, 50% upfront to start, the rest to be paid in manageable monthly installments. Study full-time, distance, and online, making it perfect for in-service workers and international students too. Don't miss out. Call us now and Crystal University, meeting the educational needs of today.
Muvi Christian Academy is a girls-only boarding school located near Sandy Beach in Siavonga. Muvi Christian Academy is now enrolling for Form 1 and Grade 10 pupils. So all girls who have just completed their Grade 7 and Grade 9 exams must take this opportunity to receive high-performance Christian-based holistic education. Help your girl child reach their full potential. Call 0976 386184. When you think girl-child education, think Muvi Christian Academy. Muvi Christian Academy. Excellence through Christian education.
Heavy rains cut off access to Livingston CBD residents stranded. Church calls for compromise between government and Lungu family. Siavonga DC orders crackdown on junkies terrorizing residents. Farmers in Choma worry over delayed FRA payments. NGOCC condemns sexist remarks on women leadership. Good evening. My name is Kondulani Jose, and herewith with the details. Some residents in Livingston district in Southern Province were left stranded on Tuesday, January 13, 2026, after heavy rains flooded several crossing points, disrupting movement to and from the Central Business District. The affected areas include Namatama, Mwalibonena, Maramba, Libuyu, and Kabila wards, with residents expressing concern over delayed interventions by local authorities at flood-prone crossings that are repeatedly affected during the rainy season.
The compound, we are in this pathetic situation where we are experiencing this terrible situation where the contains a lot of people who want to go and do their businesses across this bridge, Now we are stuck. People are stuck. In those from Maramba side, they're also stuck because they normally come to, buy things from Liu markets. Now they are also stuck. So we need, or rather, our humble request from the concerned leaders, may you please come through and help us to, minimize this problem we have at hand.
Maybe so to catch you short.
Which is not so good, Mia, to start with, because this is an issue which has been on the table for so long now, and a constructive decision is yet to be made concerning this Ribuyu Bridge. So people in Livingston are frustrated about this bridge with the fake promises which they have been receiving from government side. Because I still remember in the previous regime, the vice president, who is Madam Inonge Wina, came to inspect this bridge, and we were told it would be worked on soon. That government went, the new Don government came in. It's a same story. Honorable Charles Miroki, the Minister of Infrastructure and Development, was here last week. He made those promises. We are yet to see anything happening here. You know, it's something which is so frustrating when you go to other states to do business, then you only to be caught. You can't cross. Children who are coming to school, like St. Mary's, Ribuyu, Maramba are basic. They can't go home. They have knocked off, and the rains are just nearby to start. So it's something which is so frustrating.
Maybe
especially my MPs. First thing is our company road. Two, they are not bridge. If I use one telephone, that's it. Oh, MP go to end. That when MP went over Carabusa, the name of people even especially mass candidates, especially when the women. I want to be from right. Because I want to bridge. Not about right. The road and the bridge. These are major things. Especially mass candidates. Because if I was love, I didn't remember my past. It's nothing. Now we are complaining with Maranga. When I want to be a risk, not even right now. Go to work 5 days. I'm going to survive. Every day.
Videos have emerged showing farmers in Choma expressing concern over delayed payments. Frustrated farmers say they are deeply worried about the prolonged delays in receiving funds from the Food Reserve Agency, FRA. With the 2025-2026 farming season already in full swing, many small-scale farmers are stranded and unable to purchase essential inputs like fertilizer and seeds, putting their harvests at risk.
Bakatutumina kwabusa kuti batupe maresu imapopose kumunda asara poina twasika jiro kuma 8 hours twakali kugwahura gatutaho imane ya twarara kuno kujo mamanda akurenti ari mukuzano kwata kuseni tura ugwahura ngambo tutete poina maresu babusa kupa ibni banki siro maningi takwamba mabonwa ari mibama na muyango mbagani seno kuromba kweshikwa kuteti na kuli bakonzi yakwimini naba nikaga na hurumende ayangania ari maraba ari mari mwabusa aba Agwishe abapeba indo oroba ndima banki muri bazana ko bakonze kuhambana kupabari kambo turahujwa basigoro baganda kuka mu gikoro ngo maringo turindira ati basigoro beshi batele mari ku gikoro ero twapatira maningi zo tobari mibango na mera we ikuzano twagasiga giro ibari mibangi demo gati bari byote ari muzano bangira waguma tuova wazambure ero tabana kuzwa mugati so cyo tuyanda chauti abo tupurani ne huru ibeja kutijitira banki yapusa twapatira rogo
so ndi fama kuzwa ku na mera anda karomo kutonga waka banki ya apsa kwamba kuti tebe kidemani mukati mukuhoya iba marimipe kambwa kwamba kuti uva kuseni vamalimbi vahoya mbashonto maningi yakwamba kuti mabanki samwe ahoya basika kuma 700 but baro banki ilya batisiyo kuhola bantu bali 50 so tonyala kwa uyu mutu mafamasi kambwa kuti ilapa kuti makwesa ahwe motujindira kwamba tukole mapoke mari eso kambwa kuti kurumende kwenda na mulimba yakahomeha yakwamba kuti mari twele katuhole tusika mu 10 January so tonyala kwamba period hando indirira maningi kuti kulomba kwamba kuti kambwa kuti bantu bakala maningi mukati mnia kuti malembe ngo bari abaje heje kuti kwa bantu kabafambana kuzote katwambana kukola mali.
Siavonga District Commissioner DC Geoffrey Jacopo has ordered all security wings in the district to go on the ground and round up criminal gangs commonly referred to as junkies, reported to be terrorizing residents in several parts of the district. He described the attacks as unfortunate and unacceptable, emphasizing that such incidents cannot be tolerated in a 24-hour economy.
Today, I am directing all the security agencies in Siavonga, the DJOCs, to move on and smoke out these junkies wherever they are. I don't want our people to be threatened, to be victimized, terrorized. That Siavonga is a no-go area for such activities. All security agencies should be on ground. I will not want to hear that security agencies are in homes sleeping when our people are being terrorized. That's why we have the security wings in Siavonga.
Presence of God Ministries International founder Apostle Christopher Kunda has called for a compromise between the government of the Republic of Zambia and the Lungu family to put to rest the remains of head of state Edgar Chagwa Lungu, who died 7 months ago. The man of God says the situation, if left unresolved, has the potential to bring a curse on the land of Zambia. It has now been 7.
It's so sad that we can stay up to 7 months without bullying a former head of states, somebody who ruled this nation. Then we are moving as a nation, we think that it's normal. I think it's not normal to the nation. And I call all the Zambian people, this is the time. Let's just, every one of us, we take this matter serious. The country of 20 million plus people, then we have stayed without bullying somebody who govern this country. And we are moving, we are doing everything that we are doing, the activities and everything, and the activities of the government, everything is moving normal. It's not good for the nation. And right now, the body of the late president, it's in the fridge. But we are still thinking that it's normal. This is the time that we must reason together and thinking to say right now in the way that we are moving, it's not normal. As a nation, my appeal to the cabinet and to the head of states, the president HH, this is the time where if there is an area that government needs to compromise, let the government compromise, and we agree with the family, where the government, they can agree with the family. If there is something that the government can do to facilitate, to help them, and to find that we bury the former head of states, it will be good for the country. This is the time. Let's just do so. We cannot let these things go on, and we think that it's normal. These are things that can bring a curse in the land. It's not human to allow the body of a person to in that fridge for 7 months. It's not good for the nation. Let's just do what is right. Let's just, every one of us, we know. I know that there's an issue with the family, but this is the time. If the family, they are demanding that they are giving to them, let's just see how the government can compromise and offer what they get, the family, what they are saying. We bury the body of the father.
The non-governmental gender organization coordinating Council NGOCC has strongly condemned what it describes as sexist and discriminatory remarks aired on Simon Moalen television, which suggested that a single woman is unworkable for the position of mayor and that the role should be reserved for a married man. NGOCC says such statements are not only offensive, but undermine Zambia's constitutional values and threaten women's participation in the democratic process. Chairperson Beauty Katebe has warned that using marital status as a measure of leadership fuels violence against women in elections, particularly as the country heads towards the August 13, 2026 general elections. She says the rhetoric risks intimidating women and discouraging them from contesting leadership positions at presidential, parliamentary, and local government levels. We move on in the news, looking at issues to do with safety. The government says it remains firmly committed to protecting the safety and well-being of workers across Zambia, particularly those employed in industrial and commercial sectors. The Ministry of Labor and Security and Social Security, has reiterated that occupation safety is a key priority anchored in national laws and policies aimed at preventing workplace accidents and safeguarding communities. Senior Inspector of Factories Chanda Sampule Zimba says the ministry continues to intensify inspections countrywide to ensure employers comply with labor regulations, warning that firms found compromising work safety risk closure. She was speaking in Lusaka on Wednesday alongside SMTS Chief Executive Officer Helen Mumba during the unveiling of judges for the 2026 Zambia Occupational Safety Awards.
Being of all employees lies at the core of our mandate as a department, as reflected in the key policy and legal frameworks, such as the Factories Act, the National Occupation Safety and Health Policy, and other relevant legislation. My department is constantly on the ground, ensuring that companies comply with occupational safety and health laws and maintain the safety or the safe working environments and conditions. Where necessary, we have suspended operations of companies that endanger the safety of their employees. While such measures may affect economic activity, the lives and well-being of employees remain paramount. Initiatives such as ZASA are therefore welcome in that they complement our regulatory efforts by celebrating excellence, promoting the best practices, and encouraging a culture of safety across all sectors of the economy. The department commends SMTS Zambia and its partners for driving these progressive and forward-thinking initiatives. The department therefore stands ready to support programs that foster safer workplaces and communities.
SMTS strongly believes that safety is not just a workplace requirement, it is a shared national responsibility. And in that shared responsibility, the media remains a powerful and indispensable partner. In the Zambia Safety Awards for Excellence, ZASA, this initiative is aimed at recognizing organizations, individuals who are working and making a real measurable difference in promoting occupation health and safety. The first ever edition of the Zambia Safety Awards of Excellence will be held on the 28th April 2026 at the Mulungushi International Conference Center in alignment with the global commemoration of the World Day for Safety and Health at Work under the theme A United for a Safer Zambia. This theme speaks.
Government has urged traders and businesses to reduce the prices of goods and services following the continued appreciation of the kwacha against the United States dollar and other major currencies. In a statement made available to Muvi TV News, Commerce, Trade and Industry Minister Chipoka Mlenga says the strengthening of the local currency reflects growing confidence in Zambia's economic fundamentals and the effectiveness of the government's macroeconomic and fiscal disciplines. Mr. Mlenga adds that the gains recorded by the kwacha are the result of deliberate and sustained efforts by Zambians responding to President Hakainde Hichilema's call for hard work and productivity under the work after work mantra. He further notes that a stronger kwacha brings clear benefits to the economy, particularly in trade and commerce, as it reduces the cost of imported goods, raw materials, machinery, fuel, and other critical inputs used by businesses. He urged businesses to review their pricing structures and make downward adjustments in line with reduced import and input costs, saying this would stimulate demand, promote fair competition, and support sustainable business growth.
We would like to thank the Zambian business community and the Zambian citizens for responding to the call of His Excellency the President of work after work. It is not accidental that the economic fundamentals of this country are falling in place favorably for business. It is because of the Zambian people coming together to produce more food for ourselves, to produce more minerals and export and get more forex into our country. The currency is gaining strength against other major trading currencies. Our inflation has reduced from 23 to almost a single digit before the end of this month or possibly early next month. But we want to pass on the benefits to the consumers, to the households. Therefore, we are thanking the Zambia Association of Manufacturers through Zambif, Famanova, Africa, and others who have continued to reduce prices. But can also the essential commodities, the essential goods that our consumers are using also be reduced so that the people can benefit. In the same way, business houses increase prices overnight when fuel increases, when inflation falls, when the exchange rate is worse. Can we now pass on the benefit? From as far back as last year, January, February, March, the economic fundamentals of this country became better. Fuel reduced, among other things. Electricity now is available in business houses with more hours than we used to have. Can we now pass on the benefits to the consumers? The Economic Association of Zambia, Zambia Chamber of Commerce, Zambia Association of Manufacturers, the media, can we work together so that we serve the public?
The Minister of Green Economy and Environment, Mike Mposha, has held a landmark agreement between First National Bank, FNB Zambia, and MO, the Dutch Entrepreneurial Development Bank, as a significant step towards a climate-resilient future. The $50 facility aims to support climate action and green growth in Zambia, focusing on renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, water conservation, and climate-resilient infrastructure. Speaking during a signing ceremony in First National Bank Zambia, FNB, and FMO for Development Finance on Tuesday in Lusaka, Mr. Mposha says this partnership aligns with Zambia's national priorities, green growth strategy, and nationally determined contributions. He emphasized the importance of private sector involvement in climate action, saying that the scale of the challenge we face in addressing climate change is huge, that government alone cannot shoulder the responsibility. The agreement is expected to create jobs, strengthen local skills, and ensure inclusive growth, translating climate action into tangible benefits for Zambian communities. The Ministry of Green Economy and Environment, Mike Mposha, said this in a speech read on his behalf by Permanent Secretary in the said ministry, Mr. Dauti Chibamba.
This ceremony represents more than the signing of a financial facility. It is a statement of intent, a shared commitment to Zambia's climate resilience and green future. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Zambia, like many countries across the region, is already experiencing severe effects of climate change, from prolonged droughts affecting energy generation and agriculture, to increasing pressure on water resources and livelihoods. Climate risks are no longer a distant threat, they are our lived reality and immediate. The scale of the challenge we face in addressing climate change is so huge that government alone cannot shoulder the responsibility of climate action. Therefore, the private sector, particularly the financial sector, has a critical role to play in mobilizing capital towards climate-smart solutions. That is why today's agreement is so significant.
Today, we formally sign a 50 million development finance facility with the FMO, the Dutch Development Bank, in partnership with DFCD, who have also contributed to the fund, and WWF, who will be the technical partner in how we administer these funds. This partnership is really just much more than a financial transaction. It is the shared commitment to sustainable growth, climate resilience, inclusive economic development for Zambia.
Dutch Entrepreneurial Development Bank. Our mandate is to support sustainable private sector growth in emerging markets by providing long-term finance where it is most needed. We invest with the objective of generating both measurable development and financial returns. We have been present in Zambia for a long time, providing debt, equity, and technical assistance. So, in other words, we have understood and know what the cycles of the economy have been, so we're happy to partner with the country and the companies present. This transaction that we're signing today was developed in a challenging context, a context that you all know too well, that of a debt crisis starting in 2020, combined with a severe drought affecting Zambia in 2023 and 2024.
Mwanza Town Council, through the Department of Fisheries, Livestock and Veterinary Services, has confiscated 282 kilograms of illegally caught fish following intensified patrols aimed at curbing unlawful fishing activities in the district. The operation, which led to the apprehension of 6 suspects, underscores the council's resolve to enforce fisheries regulations and protect aquatic resources.
Kandaure Tionge, Director of Fisheries Livestock, Mwanza Town Council. As we are aware, the department is conducting the annual fishing ban, which runs from 1st December up to the last month of February. So far, the department is conducting these patrols, and during this period, no fishing activities are allowed, no selling of fish is allowed, even transportation of fish is not allowed. And should members of the public engage in these activities, the law shall visit them. So far, during we've conducted a number of patrols, and during the number of patrols, we have arrested 6 suspects who will be appearing in the courts of law very soon. And among these 6, 4 were female who were trading in fish, and 2 were caught fishing. So items confiscated, 232 kgs of fish was confiscated and was disposed of as the law applies. So we would like to appeal to the general public to desist from these activities, as doing so the law will visit them and will not hesitate to pounce on them.
15 tobacco farmers from Chipata, Chadiza, Mambwe and Chipangali districts have taken Haven Tobacco Zambia Limited to court alleging failure to pay for tobacco supplied during the 2025 marketing season. The case is before the Chipata Subordinate Court of the First Class, where the farmers Richard Zimba, Greg Nkua, Victor Banda, William Zulu, Gilbert Casaro, and 10 others have jointly sued Haven Tobacco as the first defendant and the Tobacco Board of Zambia TBZ as the second. According to a court summons, the farmers are demanding over 800,000 kwacha, which they claim owed for tobacco sold in Chipata district. They are also seeking damages for breach of contract, mental anguish, interest, and legal costs. Both defendants, based in Lusaka, have been summoned to appear before the Chipata Magistrate Court on Tuesday, 14th January, to answer the case. This is not the first time the matter has arisen. Last year, the farmers took the company before Paramount Chief Mpezeni over the same issue. At the time, Haven Tobacco with TBZ as a witness, reportedly promised payment within 5 days, a commitment the farmers say was never fulfilled. Attempts to get a comment from the TBZ Attempts to get a comment from TBZ were unsuccessful, with the institution only indicating that it would comment at a later date. In sports, Power Dynamos has expressed hope that the team will maintain consistency in the upcoming fixtures, including their match against Southern Province best side Green Eagles. Over the weekend, Power Dynamos recorded an away victory against Mutondo Stars, boasting their confidence ahead of the next game. The Aba Yellow, currently sitting in second place with 29 points, just 2 points behind league leaders Red Arrows. A win would secure Power Dynamos a place in the APSA Cup tournament.
Come to this pre-match.
Thank you so much.
Yes, coach. Green Eagles at home, 9th place. They are also in contention for the ABSA. What are the expectations from this game?
For me, it's about Power Dynamos. We have started on a good note in the second round. The second round through, we are playing the last 3 games of the first round. It's important that we show consistency in terms of results, also in terms of performance. People need to improve in terms of performance.
Thank you, coach. A win can send us top of the table. Does this serve as extra motivation in this game?
We don't have to look at the table. We just have to do the job, that is getting the 3 points. Let's not look at the table. What's important is we get the 3 points. Where it takes us, well and good.
Thank you, coach. And when we look at the fixture congestion, especially this month, how are you managing the team?
We knew about the fixture congestion, and we said we are going to rotate where it needs us to rotate, and we'll just do that. I think it's good for the team because it brings in freshness and also the hunger that everyone is going to give in a chance.
Yes, coach. It's been a difficult period for the fans because they've had to endure heavy rains every time they've come to support us at Arthur Davis. Any message for them?
Something that we can't control, we can't control. The rains, that's nature. Those that are able to endure the rains, they should come and give the support to the team. And I know this team is at the heart of the fans, so those that have the team at heart, they will definitely come through to support the team.
On a light note, coach, it's been dubbed the Battle of the Tapas. Does that give you an edge to get the win and probably send a message to your brother after the game?
I've heard it so many times. This is a game just like any other game. I won't be part of the person playing in the field of play, but I'll be part of the Power Dynamos team. So it's the application of our team against Perry's team, but we are going for a win. We are home, so we need to get the results that pushes us to the top of the league.
Thank you.
In case you missed, heavy rains cut off access to Livingston CBD residents stranded. Church calls for compromise between government and Lungu family. Siavonga DC orders crackdown on junkies terrorizing residents. Farmers in Joma worry over delayed FRA payments. NGOCC condemns sexist remarks on women leadership. For Muvi TV News, this is Kondwelani Jose.
Mubuyu Christian Academy is a girls-only boarding school located near Sandy Beach in Siavonga. Mubuyu Christian Academy is now enrolling for Form 1 and Grade 10 pupils. So all girls who have just completed their Grade 7 and Grade 9 exams must take this opportunity to receive high-performance Christian-based holistic education. Help your girl child reach their full potential. Call 0976 386184. When you think girl child education, think Mubuyu Christian Academy.